welcome back. You should be excited. This is our 4th and final lesson.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I know. We don't have to do this.
Woohoo!
I know. So last week, or last lesson, we talked about, anybody remember?
Area.
Area and perimeter, okay?
Perimeter.
Remember we talked about different kinds of shapes. You have like the rhombus,
Way to find out
Square.
how much was in it.
circle, exactly. So we're going to stick on the subject of shapes this lesson. This is going to be a very easy lesson. We should all know that is
It's a triangle.
triangle. All right. So today we're going to learn how to classify different kinds of triangles. Doesn't that sound exciting?
It does.
Yep.
All right. So does anybody know any kinds of triangles?
Big ones.
Big ones?
Fat ones.
Obtuse.
Now, obtuse is one. That's very good. Obtuse. Any of that sound familiar? Do we learn this before
Isosceles.
maybe? Isosceles.
There's an equal one.
Equilateral.
Equilateral.
Oh,
It's just like the square,
help
so
me.
equilateral.
okay.
So do any of those mean? Precisely. No?
No,
Okay.
it's just
Alright.
they're a triangle.
So then we're going to talk about 6 different ways you can classify. 6 different ways you can classify triangles. And the first one is equilateral. So if we have an equilateral triangle,
All sides are equal.
all sides are equal.
Ooh.
So to show that all triangles, that the triangle is equal on all sides, what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 little hash marks. So that way you know that that triangle, all sides are going to equal the same. So if this side was 7 inches,
Then all the other sides.
all
are
the other
seven.
sides would be 7 inches, okay? Let's say we had a triangle that looked like this.
That's not equal.
That's not equal.
Is that a small one?
No, this is what we call an isosceles.
I saw.
So that means that only 2 angles, or 2 sides of the triangle are going to be the same length.
Ooh.
Now if we had to guess, Beth, I want you to tell me what 2 sides of this triangle would be. Would we have the bottom one,
The left and the right.
the
are
left and the
same.
right? Alright, so when we did the equilateral, how many tick marks did we put in?
3.
3,
everywhere.
because there were 3 sides. So for this one, how many would we put in?
Meaning the same, so there would be 2 meaning the
There would be
same.
2
So you'd
tick
be
marks.
2
So
on
we
the
would
sides
put,
on the left and right.
we would put 2 tick marks on the side and the left to show that they were both equal. And just as this time before, if this was 1 inch, this is 2 inches,
Two
what will the other
inches.
side be?
2 inches. Oh, the other
Justin, what
side.
will the other side be?
2 inches.
2 inches. So then those 2 would be
Equal.
equal. So that is an isosceles triangle.
So that's 2 sides are the same.
Mm-hmm. And this last one is kind of hard to draw.
Two sides.
Yeah, here. Alright, well that's not a triangle.
Hmm.
Let's say we had one that looked like that. Alright. Bear with me, it's not very good. Not very good. Art's not my subject. So this last triangle, so we went about, there's a triangle that has all 3 sides are equal. The next triangle has 2 sides that are equal. And how many do you think this one would have? Bear with me, it's not the best.
No.
None of them.
None of them. So this triangle would have none. So we went from 3 to 2 to none. So all of these sides are going to be different. So this can be 4, this can be 5, and this can be 6. And we don't have to put any tick marks in because none of the sides are the same. So every angle in this is different.
And what's that called again?
And that is called a scalene.
Scaling.
Scalene.
Oh, I never heard of that. Scaling
You
triangle?
learn something new every day. It's called scalene.
Hmm.
Alright? And then we'll get in. So that we talked about the sides. So for the sides of the triangles, what were they?
4, 5, 6.
For that one, they were 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
What were they called? How would we classify it?
Oh.
So if I drew this,
We're the same.
That one.
That's an equilateral.
So that's an equilateral because all
Right.
three are the same. Okay?
Okay,
And then what was that? Then which ones had two equal sides?
isosceles.
Isosceles. You okay?
Yeah, sorry, I've been sick for a little bit.
Showing the ham school. And then the last one. What was the last one we just got done talking about?
Scaling.
Scalenes. And that had how many equal sides?
None.
None. Okay. So those are the sides, and now we're going to talk about the angles. Alright, do we know what angles? So if we have a triangle, the long parts are the sides, okay? And these little parts right here are the angles, okay? So we're going to talk about three different kinds of ways you can classify a triangle by its angles.
A right angle.
Correct. So
The
this is a
only one I
right
know.
angle. And if you get your protractor out, you'll be able to measure that is a right angle. And do we know how many degrees a right angle, a right triangle measures?
90.
90. Because if you look at a protractor, it goes from 0 to 180 degrees. Right in the middle is 90. And when you have a right triangle, you always want to put something in the triangle, just so we know that it's a right triangle. You know what that is? Do you know what little symbol we put there?
An L.
An L? No.
An R.
It could be like
right.
it could be an L. It could be an upside
box.
down L. So they're gonna make a little box.
Oh,
So you make that little box. So if you see that triangle with the little box, everybody's gonna know that that is a right triangle. It equals
90.
90 degrees. All right. Oops. All right. So now if we look at that, do we know what kind of triangle that would be?
funky triangle.
It would be a funky triangle.
It's obtuse.
It is. It's obtuse
Good guess.
because it's more than
90.
Bigger.
90 degrees. So any triangle that's going to be more than 90 degrees. So if you have an 89,
No.
it's not a right angle and that's not an obtuse. But if you have a 91,
It is
yes. So
obtuse.
anything from 91 to
180.
180. See now if we were to take this line, then it would be a 90 degree.
Oh,
'Cause it's-
because it's, oh, I see, because it's smaller.
Because it's smaller.
Oh, okay, I see.
Alright.
I did, yeah.
And the last one we have alright. We have this kind of triangle. So we know that we had the obtuse, we had the right, and then we know what this one is.
Left.
Cute.
It is acute. I think it's cute
little.
because it's little. It's
Oh,
cute. It's a
it's
cute
little.
little triangle.
Little.
Alright? And so an acute triangle would be anything that measures under
90.
90 degrees. So these could all be 45.
And we use a protractor to know that.
And we don't have protractors with us today, but when we come back to the next lesson, maybe we'll have protractors. When you come back next year, we'll have protractors.
Okay.
And to make this a right triangle, like I said before, you have that. So then the other side would be a right triangle.
Oh,
Before we
okay, to
try.
make it,
Okay?
make it even.
Alright.
Okay.
Now, do we want to write triangles on our paper, or do we want to come write them on the board? Which one do we want to do?
I'll write them on the
We
board.
want to write them on the board?
Sure.
Want to write them on your board, or want to write them on the paper, and I'll come around and check them?
I'll write on the board.
We'll write them on the board? Okay, alright. Then I will hand you 2 markers, and we'll take turns writing. Alright, who wants to come up and show me an equilateral triangle?
I will.
Justin had his hand up first.
Oh.
Alright, show me an equalateral
That's easy.
triangle.
That's why he picked that.
Alright, so they have the 3 tick marks. Now if we had a protractor, we'd be able to see, well, we don't need a protractor for this, but if we got a ruler, we'd be able to measure that all the sides are equal. So if that side's 4, Beth, what's this one gonna be?
4.
What's the other one?
4.
4, alright.
They're all equal.
They'll be all equal.
I'm just gonna get that part.
I want you to come up and do an isosceles triangle.
Oh, I could do an isosceles.
Come on up and do an isosceles triangle, let me see.
Isosceles is like a hat.
Like a hat.
It's like a hat. Like a pointy hat. Because these two.
It's a dunce hat.
It is a dunce hat. Those two are equal size.
Those 2 are equal size. So then this one is 4, that one's
6.
7,
Oh,
or
7.
6, we can make it be 6, what's the other side gonna be?
6.
6. Alright. Is this an easy lesson so far?
Yes.
All right.
That's where you get to these hard ones.
Exactly. So we need somebody to come up and do a scalene. Who wants to do a scalene triangle? This is a hard triangle to write, so we're gonna
I'll
give it to
try.
Beth.
Uh,
We'll give it to Beth. Come on.
That's not fair, Mr. Lawrence.
You said I was gonna give you a hard one, so here's your hard one. Draw a
Okay,
scalene.
Here's a little one.
Even I had trouble writing or doing scaling.
Here's a long one. And a shorter one.
It's difficult. Alright, what sides are equal?
None of them.
None of them. So if these are all gonna be different, right?
Yeah.
So how many tick marks do we put in?
You would put any, since they're all
You're gonna put any
different.
tick marks. Alright.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't erase the board for you.
That's okay. Alright, Justin, come up and draw me a right triangle. Don't watch the lights. Alright, good. You even put
You
in,
made the little box.
he even made the little
Way to
box to
go.
show that it's a right angle. Or a right triangle.
Cool.
Alright? And that is
Right triangle.
how many degrees?
9.
90. Alright. Beth, you ready?
It's gonna be
Come up and
hard.
draw an obtuse.
I knew he was gonna make
An
me do the
obtuse angle.
I think I know how to do this one.
It's fine. If you need help, let's see.
So you have this, it's a fat one. So you do it fat. No. Is that right?
Not quite.
No.
So what we could do, 2 short ones, a big long one. Even that's not right. I mean, let me see the eraser. See? This is why I'm not very good at art.
But you make,
Not very good at art. There we go.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
That would be an obtuse,
Yes.
because if we were to draw straight up,
Yes, you get 2
that would be the
triangles.
90 degrees. So you
So
get
you have
more.
to make it thin and long.
Yeah, so what you're gonna do, so when you look at it, you want it to be, do you know how the right angle was straight? Like that,
Like that.
just like that. So we know how the right angle was straight.
Yes.
For an acute, you want anything on this side. You wanna do an acute
Okay.
too?
No, Justin can do it.
Okay, so an acute, everything is gonna be on that side of the triangle. For obtuse, it's gonna be on this side.
So to do this one, we put the line like right there.
For what? We don't have to do any lines first, because we're calculating the angles.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're just doing the angles for this one. We don't have to
Oh,
worry
okay.
about the tick marks, that's just the sides of the triangle, okay?
Okay.
See my eraser?
Sure.
Alright. And then Justin, I want you to come up and do the last one. So we did right, we did obtuse, we did equilateral, we did all that, so what's the last one?
she wants to do a cube.
You wanna do acute
She
too?
said I got the easy ones.
You said you got the easy ones? Come up and draw me a cute.
I'll do a little cute one.
Draw a little cute
A
triangle.
little cute triangle, because it has to be under 90
It
degrees.
has to be under 90 degrees.
So it's a little cute one. And we'll put our little,
You can put the little angle marks. Alright, so that is under 90 degrees, so that is gonna
Cute little
be
one.
cute. Alright? So is that easy for triangles?
yes,
Scale of 1 to 10, how easy would you say that is?
an 8.
An
They're
8?
just hard to draw.
They are very hard to
Some of
draw.
them are
I'm not very good at
hard to
drawing triangles either. Alright?
Yeah, those obtuse ones.
So
are
before
hard.
we're done, we'll go over them again. Equilateral. What's an
Equal,
equilateral triangle mean?
equal sides,
All 3 are gonna have equal sides, and we put
3.
3 tick marks on all 3 sides, okay? Isosceles,
Two.
2. We
Two
put
sides are the same.
two
so you have
sides.
Two.
the 2 tick marks on the 2 the same sides. Alright, what kind of triangle has all 3 different sides?
Scaling.
Scaling. Scaling, they're all different. Alright, and then we have the triangle that measures 90 degrees.
Right triangle.
Right triangle. You have the
Can you call
triangle.
it 90 degrees, or does it have to be right?
I'd call it a right triangle. I mean, if you have the right triangle in a little box, people are gonna know it's 90 degrees.
Okay.
And we have the triangle who's more than 90 degrees.
Twos.
Obtuse, because it's fat.
Like
That-
obese. That's how you can remember it.
Obese,
And obtuse.
obtuse. Big triangle, more than 90. And then the last one,
It's a little one.
little one is
He's a
a cute, little
It's
cute
so
triangle. Cute, tiny, less than
90.
90 degrees. Alright. You guys have been a great class. This is the last lesson. Now we get to go on summer break and do fun vacations.
Woo!
Alright.
Thank you.
No problem.